Hey guys, Chad here with another review. So today's review is actually an exclusive. So this is from a niche house. No one has talked about this one whatsoever. I have brought this one out in a few of my top 10 videos, a few collaborations, but to this very day it has not been done by anybody. So when I have mentioned this one before, one of my friends, a fellow reviewer, was quite surprised because he thought he was the only one who liked this one, and Fedor, no. You're not the only one, pal. I do like this one. So today's review, Montale Soleil de Capri. So I do not know when it was launched, as it just doesn't state on Fragrantica, and I just couldn't find the launch date. But it was created by Pierre Montale, who is, I'm assuming, the creator of the company. So the main accords are citrus, white floral, musky, warm, spicy, and sweet. This is also considered a fruity floral. Top notes are grapefruit, kumquat, and citruses. The mid is white florals. The base is musk and spices. Now, from the blast, and this is kind of aromatic in a sense, like just from what I get, waving it around, I definitely get the citruses and I get the white florals. So the white florals are in the mid, but I get it in the opening. So this is a very metrosexual fragrance. It is considered unisex. Really, really pleasant, nice. It is very fresh. It does have that touch of femininity because of the white florals, but I do think that it's more masculine than it is feminine, yet both genders can definitely pull this one off quite nicely. I would not be turned off by women wearing this whatsoever. I'm not a fan of women wearing men's fragrances and guys wearing women's fragrances. You can wear whatever you want to, but for my take, I personally could not pull that one off whatsoever. So it is a little bit different just because of the florals and the citruses. This is definitely different from a lot of your citrus-based fragrances out there. It is clean, and this is actually one of the best citrus fragrances I have smelled to date. Age, any age could pull this one off, but it does require a bit of a wardrobe. So I wouldn't dress, you can, but I think for this fragrance, a nice shirt, like I'm wearing a mech shirt. I don't really pull this one out too often, but a little bit of a sense of style. It could be like a casual kind of style, casual metrosexual look, if that really makes any sense. Like a nice pair of khakis, nice dress shoes, top like this, or a nice button up, definitely will do quite nicely with his fragrance. Seasons, definitely spring and summer. Occasions, this one is actually quite versatile, especially for a citrus-based fragrance. I do think that the florals really, even though it does give it that touch of femininity, does give it that touch of sophistication and classiness, if you will. So it definitely could be used for pretty much any type of event, from your casual to your upscale where it requires a tuxedo. So this is an EDP. So for an EDP, it really didn't last all that long. So that's where it loses marks. So on longevity, I got 6 to 7 hours. Sometimes I got 7.5. However, the projection was actually decent with 3.5 to 4. Prices on Amazon for a 3.4, they range from, I'm not making this up, 120 to 170. So that's the thing I don't like about Amazon. You got 3 different, like when I looked, there was 3 different Soleil de Capris and 3 different prices. So they range from 120 to 170. On Lucky Scent, so for a 50 ml, which is this one here, it's going to cost you 120, and for a 100, it's going to cost you 170. This one actually cost me $60, and it was a full bottle, or I would say 95% full. I actually got this from Peace Love Perfume. So Carlos from The Good Smell, he has 2 groups, Peace Love Perfume and Peace Love Perfume Splits. I put a Facebook ad out there, if you want to call it that, just asking if anybody had a bottle for sale, and the person who sold this to me was more than generous. She was actually asking for $40, or was it actually $30, but I decided, you know what, no, definitely not for this price. I'm gonna give her 60, so I gave her 60 American dollars for this one. So another thing that I don't like about this bottle, okay, so the bottle is kind of neat, I'm not gonna lie. It does remind me of Hugo Boss elements. Just, it looks like an oxygen tank. Okay, now this is where I don't like. So the cap. So when you remove the cap, sometimes this comes off quite easily. That is probably the only downfall about the presentation I do not like. So it does have the stopper. It's got like the typical little whatever stars or insignia that is, and it does have the little Montale logo. Sprayer is quite good. So it does give a nice blast. Sticker code is actually not on here, but it's just a metallic type of bottle, nothing special. Wow, guys, I definitely recommend this one, okay? So what people thought on this was classy, floral, fruity, too feminine, too girly, clean, fresh, and interesting. So I definitely recommend that you try this one. I believe on Lucky Scent you can get a sample. I was on the site earlier. I did not see it, however, as I just wanted to get this review out there. So guys, that's it for Montale Soleil de Capri. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. And if you have smelt this one before, or if you have it in your collection, please let me know in the comment section. All right? Talk to you later, guys. Bye.